Patchy pulls himself together. Let's see how SpongeBob's path is.
What we're going to do here is we're going to get these washed up, these cases. Something special's happening here. Okay, so I've built saws for myself and whatnot. And so I figured I'm going to personalize this. So we're doing something here. First time I've ever gone and done something like this. And so we're just washing this out, getting it ready. Going to be setting this off and getting it powder coated. Get these cases powder coated, these case halves. Man, it's dirty. This specific saw, if you guys have seen my earlier videos, like in the last couple of months, this specific one is actually, or was actually, a one-owner saw before I got it. And what ended up happening was the dealership told the cylinder had some really bad gouges in it. It was, you know, utterly destroyed. Buy a new saw. Well, I got this thing home and it fired up fine. So, well, not fine. I had to, you know, put a little gas down the carb and go from there with it. But after that, it was seemed to be running pretty good. So I'm just trying to get it all cleaned up. So then the person, like where I'm taking it, he's not far from me here, and he does all sorts of powder coating. Super popular fella. The company's called Powder FX, local here in Winnipeg, and the guy does all sorts of stuff like automotive, dirt bike, motorcycle, ATV stuff. Does all sorts of powder coating for people. So I'm going to talk to him actually and see maybe if, depends how busy he is when I get there though. I'll see if he'll maybe give me like just a quick little rundown of the shop and how things work and how he, you know, how he does things and whatever else. I'd say that, or maybe when it's ready, if he's got time, I'll talk to him and see if he's willing to let me do that. Maybe be kind of cool, like for those who've never done powder coating or whatever else, to kind of see how it's done. Maybe not the powder coating process, I should say, but to kind of give you guys a rundown, kind of a briefing how it's done, I should say. Because chances are I won't be there when he's physically doing this specifically. Chances are I'll be at work. So yeah, I've had some stuff done by him before. So I say it's not going to be a super ridiculous clean. It's just to get the grunt of this off, so when he sandblasts it, it doesn't contaminate his media really bad, and makes it a little easier for him to do what he needs to do with it. So if it was summertime, I'd actually use my pressure washer on this. That would get her pretty darn clean. Like, I'll give that a wipe down with brake clean after, but that's kind of where we're at. I should have showed you guys before. We'll give you guys an example. It's not 100%, but it's kind of an idea. I've already scraped out a bunch, but you can see all the junk in there. So, man, this water is all sorts of filthy. I should actually go dump it and refill it with some more hot water. But yeah, you know what? Once I get this scraped, that's what I'll go do. I'll go run this in some hot water again, just to kind of help break some of this stuff loose. hot water, and I'm using Simple Green Heavy Duty. It's it's purple in color. You guys can't see, but I'm looking at the container over there on the shelf. Man, like just all the gunk, try to scrape it out before I scrub it. So we got a couple other things going in too. We have a couple, I'm going to send in a couple of axe heads to get done. Throwing hatchet heads, actually, to be more specific. So we're going to send a couple of those in, get them powder coated. A set of felling dogs. I don't think I have shown you guys that. I've ran them before. It's I got them off eBay. They're like a skeleton looking set of felling dogs. So I've ordered them before. I had to tweak them to work on my 038, even though they were made for an 038. They just didn't fit really good. Oh, they fit actually fine, but the felling teeth were kind of, one was a little bit longer than the other, and then they were kind of offset a little bit. So I have not test fitted these ones, so I don't know how they're going to work yet. I don't know how they're going to fit, but I'm going to send them in anyways, the way it is, and I will get them fitted, because I'm going to have to clean some paint out of them anyways. At least I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to. So I will worry about that part of it when I get there. Give me a sec. I'm going to go change this water and get some hot water.
A few moments later.
Hey, we are back. Some clean water, some fresh soap, some hot water, help break up that grease and oil. Gotta see if I can get that one bushing out yet. That'll be next on the list. Yeah, so this saw is going to get all new oil pickup, new everything. We usually when I rebuild the saws, unless things look good, like they're nice and flexible, they're not cracking, or you know, things like that, then I usually won't replace it. But there is a lot of stuff I do replace. Even typically I replace, like, the only thing that seems to stay fairly malleable, I find, are these oil pickup lines. I gotta pull this one out yet, but let's see. Since I don't have a sink down here, I'm going to rinse this off to neutralize it just with some, I got a bottle of water, or 2 bottles of water and a couple spray bottles down here. So we'll use that to wash the soap off back into this container. Give me a sec. Well, they're roughed, cleaned. They're not 100%, but they are a ton better than what they were. So that's what we're going to send in. I'm going to, yeah, some of these pins I can't really pull out. You know what? Maybe I can. I'm on a tight timeline here because the shop closes right away. So I'm just trying to get this done as quick as I can, so I can at least get this into the shop, because I've been meaning to do this for weeks, but I've been so busy with snow. So we'll touch base back here in a bit.
Much later.
Alright, so we got all the pins, any alignment pins, they're all pulled out. The impulse barb, everything's pulled out. We're going to send this in, get it powder coated. Then I got these bad boys. However you want to look at them. They're going in for powder coating, and one other thing, hang on. And I'm going to send these in for powder coat. Anyways, I got to get there before they close. They close, I think, in like 20 minutes. And thankfully they're close. So I'm going to cut this loose here, and we will talk later. Hopefully when we get everything back.